All right, back with the Spark and Plug Talks. You know what it is. This is Dylan. That's Aaron. And we're with the boys in Tar Creek.
What's good?
Happy to be here.
I've got Deacon, I've got Walter, I got Damon, and I got Ashton. And thank you guys so much for making that journey out here, man. I appreciate it. And I'm glad the GPS got you to where it was supposed to be because we've had some problems.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. We're happy to be here.
Hell
What's
yeah,
that
man.
one thing that Chloe Beth used?
Ways.
Waze.
Yeah.
You guys use Waze?
Spotify shit?
No, we just use
It's like, is it? They're
Is
like
it Spotify?
partnered. Yeah.
Oh, are they partnered?
Yeah, because when you're like in the car and your like radio senses it, like throws Waze. Or,
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. She was like, she called me and she was like, "Do you guys have goats?" And we were like, "No."
Wrong
Well,
spot.
No, I don't
Wrong
know where
spot.
you are. And she was like, "There's a bunch of goats and some fields." And I was like, I don't,
Should
"That
we
could be
bring the
anywhere."
goats with us?
Was that not you with the gun in your hand?
Yeah, she was like,
No.
she was like 25 minutes away or something, like just down
Damn.
some road that way.
God
And
damn.
then she sent me her location. I was like, "Fuck." But we're already off the beaten path here. But let's digress. So you guys just got done playing 4 songs for us, and 2 of them are newer,
Yes, sir.
which is fantastic. Just putting out. Are they out already?
Yeah, they just came out
Yeah.
this past Monday, the 26th of February.
Fantastic, man. Because I feel like putting out 2 songs is putting out any songs is like a exercise in how much torture you can endure because it's
Absolutely.
constantly setback after setback, and then it's like perseverance, and you finally get it out there. In a way, it's like almost giving a birth to a small child, but I don't want to. None of us are ever going to give birth to a small child, so I don't want to like get any shade thrown at us by like pregnant moms, but
Too late.
fuck, we're canceled. But
We need to get like a text hotline. Like what the sports animal has. Because those guys, that's all they fucking
Just
do.
be like-
They don't talk about sports. They see the text line. They're like, oh, this guy's calling me a jackass. Okay, well, you know what? I played professionally.
hell yeah.
Like, oh, fuck. Yeah, we need to get a text line in here.
A text, no one would know when we do anything because we're
No.
never live. Just coincidentally be for like my mom or my wife or something. Let's begin with the origins of Tar Creek. You guys were kind of giving us a backstory. You and Ashton and Damon both met at ACM and kind of formed during the pandemic and stuff. How'd you that initial like meeting go about of like, hey, you want to start a band?
So me and Damon got partnered up for this like project in one of our college classes, and it was during the pandemic, and we're supposed to be writing a song together, and all we can do is Zoom at this time, you know? So I was like, hey man, I know you're probably on like UCO campus, and I live like an hour and a half away, but I got a studio down here if you want to come hang and like try to write. And he came down, we vibed, smoked the fuck out, and just wrote
As it goes.
a song, you know. And then at the end of the night, he was like, we should do something, man. And within a week, he was like, yeah, me and my roommate have like this riff. Will you work on it with us? And from there, we went and found our original drummer, Jared, who was also going to ACM at the time. And we just kind of practiced until shows started happening again.
Did you do the Zoom practice thing?
No, we
How
ACM.
good was your guys' ping?
Do what?
How good was your ping? Your Zoom practices.
That's fucking
But,
rough, man.
Not
Blast beats for
shout out
days
to
because of the
ACM.
lag.
Shout out to ACM for facilitating it, man. They gave us a free practice space, and we were able to meet once a week for 3 hours and just hammer out songs and learn what Tar Creek was going to be about together, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Damien, you got anything to add?
I think we're just very fortunate. This is both of our first bands, right?
Yeah, this is my first
Oh,
band.
hell yeah. Cool.
It's gone really well. You know, we're having a great time with it. So
Fuck yeah, props to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. What about 2 boys down on the end there?
the boys.
We're nameless.
Yeah, we're not important.
Deacon and Chumbo, man. So right after we dropped our first record, our founding guitarist had to take a step back, and he announced it at our album release show. And that guy down there just emailed Tar Creek and was like, "Hey, I could be your guitarist." And we tried it out, you know, and
He took the seductive approach.
and we've been rocking ever since.
Yeah.
And Damon, I'm gonna let you fill him in on how Chumbo came about.
Yeah,
You want to tell them the OG or
yeah,
or you
What
wanna
are we
tell
going to
them-
reveal here?
I've been trying to get you in this band for a long time now. Ever since we started, you were one of my first people that I reached out to and asked if you wanted to do drums, and just life circumstances kept us from.
How long
working
you been
together.
playing drums, Chumbo?
Since 7th grade, 8th grade, because I was always in orchestra.
Okay.
And then, like, my middle school, you couldn't just join band just because you wanted to.
You were the kid they stuck back on the.
Yeah, but like you couldn't just join because I don't know why. So you have to be there from 6th grade on. And I told my orchestra teacher, I was like, "Hey, I'm quitting orchestra. This sucks. I hate it." And she goes, "Well, you're really good. What do you want to do?" And I told her I wanted to do band, so they let me. So that's when I first started like learning
nice.
mallets. But I got my first drum set probably my freshman year in high school. So probably like 7 years I've been
Playing the same stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just jamming. Like, I've never had a full band or anything, which when Damon asked me to be part of Tar Creek at first, I didn't like Damon. He was my sister's boyfriend. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Like, no. I was like, I'm in school still, so I don't got time.
I've grown on you.
And then, like, yeah, and then we started smoking, and then out of nowhere, he was like, "Hey, I'm having a little kickback for my birthday. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Sure." And he's been talking to me about it. He was like, "You know what? Like, our drummer, like, he might not be able to do this run and stuff." And I was like, "Cool, good for you." You know, I'm like not thinking anything. And they all asked me at his birthday, like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And just to help him out, I said yes. I never thought of me actually just staying in the band or doing anything. And then what date was it when we did the run? You guys asked me to be.
It was
part of the band.
Louisville.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Yeah,
Louisville.
for sure.
and then ever since then, I've been
Damn.
here. Yeah,
Fly on the wall,
So
man.
Walter's been officially with us since September of last year.
Okay. Very dope. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It's badass. Well, I'm glad it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got a solid crew and we're running strong now.
Yeah, hell yeah. You guys play quite a bit. I mean, it's awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
Sometimes you kind of get into that after you've been playing long enough, you get into that not stagnant, but that like comfortable spot where it's kind of like,
Sure.
yeah, we have our like 4 venues. We kind of recycle every couple months or whatever, and then we play our shows and we like playing our shows, and that's cool and everything. It seems to be like the local band kind of either go out or you kind of develop it in, and it's cool to see you guys going out and doing further
Totally.
shows and stuff. I'm sure logistically it's kind of a pain in the ass booking it all and everything, but
I mean, yeah, we're 100% independent. We're not
Right.
signed. We don't have a booking agency. I book all of our shows myself. I reach out to venues and don't get responded to.
Oh,
and
hell
I
yeah.
reach out to other venues and
what percentage do you think that is? Like, is it really high, like 90-10?
I would say no. A lot of venues will give me a response, but I would say that about 30% of venues don't get back to you.
Oh, okay.
And that's just how it goes. It's all about email presentation and stuff. And this is my first time doing it. Like I said,
Oh, it's
so-
always a learning process,
so
man.
It's just awesome, and we're really grateful to all the places that let us come out. Speaking of which, like in a month and a half, we're leaving again for 9 days.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, man, we're going out through Texas, Tennessee, and Alabama and Arkansas.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
And you
9
guys
da-
got a van? That's
yeah.
fucking rad.
That's like
Yeah, man.
you
serious.
guys aren't in
props.
like an Ford Escape or some
Super
shit
comfy.
doing this? Yeah.
that van. Man,
We were able
that-
to scoop a van last year on a really awesome deal, and it's got some rebuilt parts in the engine, and it runs really solid. And the cards have fallen right for us as
Yeah,
we've fallen
yeah.
into our new lineup and started entering the new era.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, you gave the shout out at one of the songs. 2024. Fuck yeah.
You know it. 2024 is the year of the creek.
You're the creek. Fuck yeah. What'd you guys start? We'll just go down the line. What'd you guys start listening to when you were younger? What was the music that your parents or what was being played around the house and stuff?
So me, Ashton, I found metal all on my own, man. My parents were playing like classic rock and like pop in the house. My first show ever was Elton John in the 2nd grade. And
Not a
Fantastic.
bad first show.
Fantastic.
Nice.
And it was then I kind of slowly started falling into emo, and then I found my way into metal. And
Dude, you're just a flip of the coin away from being an emo Elton John.
I know, right? You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But, yeah, it was mainly just like classic rock, like Elton John, the Beatles, Pink Floyd,
Right.
the OGs,
Yeah.
the cookie cutter stuff.
Yeah. and then what around like middle
Junior
school,
high.
high school, something like that.
Junior high, whenever you know,
Tends to be when that happens.
whenever I got fat, you know, like kids are mean, you know, and you find music that you resonate with, and it's gonna be really fucking corny to say this, you know, but I found the Vans Warped Tour, and I went every year for 8 years in a row, and that was my music discovery,
Yeah.
like playground, you know. That's where I found all.
I
the
think that's
bands.
come full circle though now, you know, with like when we were young fest and everything happening and shit.
Absolutely.
That's like it's I don't know, it's like one of the deals where maybe at once upon a time it was like I wore black eyeliner and I went to, you know, and saw My Chemical Romance, you know, and shit like that. But now it's like people pay thousands of fucking dollars for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing I don't think there's anything bad about it at all.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
all
what
those,
you like.
all those shows
you
need
know?
to be under 2 hours because I'm not staying out that late. I need to get back home.
Felt, but yeah, that's where I come from, man.
Yeah, props to you for doing the Warped Tour, dude. That shit's. I've always was interested in going, and then I went to high school with a guy that came back, and he got his gauge ripped out of his ear in a mosh pit. His fucking ear was just dingling. Fuck, what was that guy's name? He was a couple years older than us.
I think his name was like,
Derek.
oh yeah. I was
Derek
gonna say
something,
Robert,
yeah.
but it's Derek something.
Yeah, whenever the heavy bands played, all like the, you know, like back in the day, it was the dude in the Oceano jacket was the dude you were scared of, you know.
Yeah.
And but yeah,
It was like hot, man. It was like hot. You guys
Dude,
are like in
fucking-
parking lots and shit, like blacktop, and it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
102
Sticking
degrees
to the
out.
sticking to the pavement, your shoes are because
Yeah.
it's so fucking hot. It's like
Man, you're a
110.
veteran, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you've been through it. 8 years of that shit, dude.
Thank
you.
That's pretty
yeah,
impressive.
I am dad of the band as well. I'm a little bit older than these guys. I'm about to be 27, so
Jesus, you're ancient.
oh
Fuck.
my god, man! I didn't, whoa, who would have
27. Fuck.
27.
Who
How
would've
was it
guessed?
building the pyramids?
What was the war like?
Back
Did
in
you
my
enjoy
day,
the Coliseum?
let me tell you, son. Back in my day, we walked uphill both ways
Back in my day,
in
we
the
miles.
snow
We took care of
Barefoot.
Tamagotchi pets on our own.
just to get to the damn Warp Tour.
What about yourself, Damon? Where are you coming from, man?
Yeah, I would say I'm way more of a punk guy. I grew up listening to like the Ramones, Misfits, that kind of thing. That real
Oh, very cool.
classic, fundamental punk. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to my parents. They, you know, that's what they listened to, so I
Yeah.
kind of followed suit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I've just been going to shows since. I've been playing instruments for a long time too. So
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you start? What were some of your first shows that you were going to?
man, big shows like big BOK shows, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. Like
Well, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if you, maybe not weird, but it'd definitely be eye opening to see like a 9-year-old at a hardcore show. So
Sure.
I'd
It's
be
happening more and more, man.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Props to him, man.
Yeah.
I'm
When
just
we
I'm just saying. it's-
Played our
gotta be a little
homecoming
rare.
show. I think he said he was like 6 years old, and then
Oh,
there was like
yeah.
a 4-year-old. These kids were right in front of the the pit, and I'm just looking at them like, I hope these kids don't get hit.
Just waiting for him to disappear all of a sudden.
Yeah, but they were cool. At the end of the show, they came up to us and they're like, "Hey, you guys killed it!" And like they're little
Oh,
kids,
badass,
so it's
man.
like, "Oh man!"
I saw
hell yeah.
Knocked Loose at Bonnaroo. Past
shit,
June,
you were there?
and- yeah, and I'm in. If you follow the festival, I'm in one of his videos. Very briefly, I see my head pop up in that pit, but there was a dad, like big dude, and he had his kid on his shoulders the entire show in the front row, and he was like. He had to have been a very big dude because, like, he was getting pummeled, and he was
Holding
just
on
like,
to this kid. Yeah.
the kid was like, was just on his shoulders, like screaming the whole time, but he was getting absolutely rocked by dudes from behind and shit, just running into him, just smashing into. He's like between a rock and a hard place with that barrier and the rest of the pit, but it was badass. He posted I don't remember if Knocked Loose did or one of them posted a picture, and he's that same guy's in the front row, and I'm right beside him. But I look, I don't know, like half my whole mouth is open. Like I look like I'm like I look like
Sweating
I'm about
and
to
shit.
devour
Yeah.
something, But no, that was so I've seen it. I've just it's just I don't know. But you just saying like bigger shows, it just makes me think, if I my daughter growing up, she's 2 now. I don't know if I don't know. Well, I just have to feel it out.
Yeah,
If she
yeah.
was like 6 or something, and I was like, we're going to some a really good show. Come on. And then it's
It'll be rowdy. It'll be
Yeah,
a little rowdy.
yeah,
Just keep
yeah.
your head up. You'll be okay.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, big shout out to parents to bring their kids to shows. I think it really sets that precedent. It can change a kid's life, make them listen to good music.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah, and it's I don't know. I think it like when I was younger, my first show I think was U2 at the stadium, the OU stadium, OU's football stadium.
Was it the one with the Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, for some reason the Black Eyed Peas were there. I didn't understand it at the time. I don't understand it
That
now.
show is Oklahoma history, man.
But I was at that. And then the next show I saw was another couple of years later, and I saw Pearl Jam at me and Aaron were at Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam's our favorite band, but we were at
That was my first show.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
We saw them when they came to
Pearl Jam in
what's
the
now
pit.
Chesapeake. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Or,
nosebleeds.
well, it's now Paycom, but
and
it was
we were,
Chesapeake.
yeah, we're getting food, and that guy came up and was like, "You guys want pit seats?" And we're like, "What are you gonna do to us if we say yes?" He was like,
They were just like, "Oh, we're just trying to fill it
fill the
out."
pit up," and so we got it in there. Yeah, we're
We
on the
had-
YouTube video.
we
We're in
had-
the YouTube video somewhere.
Absolute nosebleed seats that my parents had got us, which was still awesome. Like we were still really fucking
Yeah.
psyched. And they were just like, younger fans, that's really cool. You guys want to go down the pit? We were like, well, they came up to me and him while we were like getting some popcorn or something, and they were like, "You guys want to go down in the pit?" And then, like I was like, "Mom,
Yeah, right. Stranger danger.
Mom, can you come with us?" She's like, What? And they said, "Yeah, you guys want to go down in the pit?" I said, "Well, fuck yeah. Look at me. Do I look like a chump? Yeah, hell yeah, I want to go down there." And we got down there, and it was awesome, man. But yeah, I think it does open like some kind of primeval door. Yeah. It's like in our brains that makes you want to go to more shit like that. Absolutely.
Makes you want to waste all your money on gear and shit. And do this band
That's a side
shit.
effect. That's definitely a side effect. Yeah.
Makes you want to do some really stupid shit. But
Some really fun, stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like talking about that, it made me think, because one of my, I think it was my second concert was Stick to Your Guns, Motion White, Chelsea Grin.
Yeah.
And then before I joined Tart Creek, they played with Stick to Your Guns. And I just started thinking, I was like, that would have been cool, because, since those shows, I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to do music. It looks fun. It's I enjoy
I think that's a pretty common thread. Like you see it, you witness it a few times, and you're like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and then I was like, it would have been cool if I was in Tart Creek and that show. But imagine if I was.
That was,
only
that
camped
was
a
the
little
first time
earlier.
you kicked yourself for saying no to Damon.
I was like, hey, Damon, can we go back in time? But no, just that would be cool. Growing up and then playing with those bands that you looked up to and that got you into wanting to do that.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
And I bet they're the most normal, just oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the show, man. And you're like, oh my God, they just spoke to me.
Yeah.
They acknowledged my existence. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know what's going to do it either. You can plan, but sometimes a set will just hit you,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. For sure. What about you down there, man? Yeah.
Crab
I
man.
don't know. I kind of
Deacon with the eyebrows.
went all over the place with music. It started out with Elvis and Johnny Cash, and then it just kind of turned into the Beatles, and then all of a sudden it was Pantera, Tool, Misfits. I just went balls
man.
to the wall.
Yeah, whatever resonated, for sure. Yeah.
And I started out with drums, and then I eventually picked up bass, and I only picked up guitar around the time I got into high school.
Wow. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying earlier you're in a few other projects and you play different instruments in every one.
Yeah, the first one I played drums. The second one, I was technically the bass player, but since there were only two of us, anytime we played live, I'd be playing the drums on that as well.
You got you doing keyboard bass? No, while you're playing drum? No.
Not yet.
And
Expanding that skill set.
he's good at all of them too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the
Like-
part that always blows me away.
Yeah, that's the thing. Deacon's good at all of the instruments he
Debatable.
plays.
All right, we're not trying to get this guy's ego too big here. Come on.
I think it's very debatable.
We'll leave it at that then. Leave it for the public to judge.
which means you guys need to come out to our shows
Yeah,
please.
hell yeah. Yeah.
Tell us if Deacon's good or not.
Yeah, hit that text line.
Hit that text line.
Deacon sucks. He's a fucking moron. Hey, settle down. Yeah. Just some random person. Yeah. It's just Ashton texted from the.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck.
I sent that to the wrong person. My bad. Sorry.
What shows? Well, I guess what? How many albums does Tar Creek have out?
Just one.
Just the one. Okay.
We have one record, and we just dropped 2 brand new songs, a little demo.
Oh,
for
right
it,
on. Okay,
you
cool.
know. But
Yeah.
we put out one record in late 2022. And
What
then
was that? Where was it recorded at?
Slamnasium Recordings with Michael Soto of Peeling Flesh.
Hell yeah, man! And how was the process?
Oh, dude. Working with Michael's a dream. He's a good friend of ours. He took great care of us,
Oh, fantastic!
facilitated us recording our first record, and he was very patient with us, very understanding, and he educated us along the way as well,
Yeah, you couldn't ask for anything more than that, man. That's fantastic.
And
Some people have really good recording experiences. Some people do not.
totally.
So it's good that you guys had a great one, man. That's awesome.
Soto's put out pretty much anything great that's come out of Oklahoma City in the last 10 years. Soto has had a hand in some way, whether he mixed it, recorded it, or was working with the band, helping them, or just put a stamp of approval on it, But
Yeah, hell yeah.
he works on great shit.
Who's some of the other artists he's done? Just
Everyone, the Tooth for sure, Agony, Bashton. He's worked with Sledge before. He's worked with his old band Aberrant Construct.
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and
Cool.
he records all of Peeling Flesh, and they're the standard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right. Badass, man. Awesome.
What about you, Damon? You were there for that process.
Yeah, we were babies when we went to record. We were all very young and very fresh-faced. So shout out to him for being nice to us, to getting us through it.
That's
and
like
making
a
it sound
lot, though.
Yeah.
People don't understand that they don't have to be nice.
Absolutely.
They
Yeah.
don't have to be nice. But hell yeah, man. That's great. So Tar Creek plays, we'll say a good amount of shows, good amount
Yeah.
of places. What's some of your favorite venues that you guys have played? The place where Homeboy was giving out, who was it? What was the comedian's name?
Oh, Jolly.
Oh, Jolly.
Yeah,
That was Memphis.
I'll let them start. We can go down the line and talk about our favorite places.
I don't know. Honestly,
Bison Tail Studios.
I enjoy a lot of the venues for a lot of different reasons. I really liked Memphis. I think it was
Yeah.
the High Tone.
Yeah.
High Tone was sick.
Had a pretty cool mural behind the stage that I like to look at.
Nice.
You can just zone out, turn around when you're
Yeah.
doing bad, get back in the groove.
It was Shredder from Ninja Turtles, by the way, is what the mural was.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, it was
That's
badass.
cool shit.
But
Yeah.
the room was perfect size. We had it really packed out, and I don't know, it just felt really nice. People were pretty close. There was a nice pit going the whole time. I really enjoyed that show.
Pool noodles in the pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. Noodles in the pit was
And
fun.
we're playing there again on April 22nd.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Hell yeah.
Jumbo.
Out there in Memphis.
I have 3 venues I really enjoy. One is 89th Street.
Yeah.
Just feels like home. Everybody just shows up. It's fun. It's always a good time. High Tone, because of Jolly and just everybody, the people there. Oh, when we got there, they were like, "What do you guys need? Hey, this is what everything is." They were super nice, helpful.
Yeah, that's always awesome.
And then whatever we needed, they're like, "Oh yeah, here we got
Yeah.
it," And then Boozers and Corpus Christi.
Shout out. Big shout out.
That place has my heart. It really does.
Wonder why.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Well, let's just say if you want to go to a hardcore show and you've never been, there's some rules that aren't rules, but it's
They're understood.
yeah.
Guidelines.
Universal stuff.
If you're on the corner or side of the mosh pit and you get punched, take it. Don't get mad. You're right there. Take a step back. That's all. Somebody didn't understand the rules. Ashton got him good. He got mad. He ended up hitting him back just because he was pissed. We went to go talk to him and make sure everything was good. He ended up sucker punching him, and we just all ended up in a big ass bar fight.
We got in a bar
was
brawl.
handy.
Man. It was a brawl. Like
There was no.
I kid you not. I just remember just someone in the back just yelling, "Get him!" Everybody just ran after this
The
guy.
band stopped playing.
It's got to be some super comical like.
It was like the end of the show too. Like the last band had played their last note, and we were just like trying to be all chill, being like, "Hey man, it's not cool. You don't do that." Then it just, you saw it in his eyes. He just went from being cool to being not cool.
Bastard.
But shout out to him. He came back. He apologized.
he did. He came back and apologized.
Okay, unbastard.
Apologize to all of us.
But after the fact, he threatened to go to his car and get his AK and shoot us all up. Then he apologized.
After,
after the
Wow,
fact,
what a cool guy.
it's like,
Yeah, real
Seems
cool.
really level-headed.
His girlfriend still wanted him to blast the place while he was apologizing.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Jesus, man. Did you ask if he was okay? Like, man, like you should be like, hey, man, you need somebody to talk to.
Ashton was the one who talked to him the most, to be honest.
yeah.
Good
So
long time.
Good
I'm-
friend of mine.
I'm not gonna
was my
give
uncle.
like too many details just in case somebody ends up listening to this and knows the guy. But pretty much the dude said he had just gotten out of a really dark place, and he had never been to a hardcore show before, and he wasn't from this country. On top of that,
Yeah.
and
a lot of factors. Yeah.
and there were a lot of factors, but at the end of the day, he came back and said, that wasn't the best version of me. I apologize, and if y'all ever come back through, we'll come back and do it the right way. And I said, well, that's all I wanted to hear, man.
Hell yeah.
And Damon, what was your favorite venue?
Where did we play in Little Rock? With Monica House?
No, that was Eyes Up House,
Okay, Eyes Up House. Shout out them. It was a
Yeah, that like kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah,
the cooking show.
Yeah.
You played in a cooking show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looked
It
like.
was like it looked like
Really?
a set for a cooking show, and that was just where we were set up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was this place called?
Eyes Up House.
Eyes Up House.
Like
Okay.
imagine, have you guys seen Full House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the kitchen, like imagine that cut in half, and then it's a stage.
Wow.
Yeah, what it looked
Like
like.
they had like stage props and shit?
No, it was
Or
like a
is-
full kitchen. Like
Yeah,
that was a
it
guy's
was an
house.
I'm
actual
sorry, I'm having a
kitchen.
hard time visualizing. You guys literally, it was a full kitchen.
I'll find
Yeah.
some. I'll
Okay.
find some footage after this and show you.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, man, this is wild, dude.
Yeah, it was
You
dope.
can cook chili and go to a hardcore show, man. Hell yeah.
You got any other ones, Damon?
Where did we play that had the like gothic mural? It was a house. gig.
That was Monica House.
Monica House.
Okay, shout out Monica House too, man.
That was in Wichita.
That was fun too.
Yeah.
Wichita.
Cool,
Yeah.
small, inclusive space. People were excited to see us, and open played there again. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for me, Chumbo said 89th Street. I got to shout out a couple more home venues. The Sanctuary, great space, great people. I love playing at the VFW Hall with Backroom Productions. They
Shout
are
out.
also awesome people who are putting on some of the most amazing shows in Oklahoma City right now.
Hell yeah.
And then outside of that, out of state, Mass Movement in Tulsa as well. It's a really cool spot. And
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
really excited to see
MCM.
MMCA.
Yeah, MCA,
I'm really
yeah.
glad to see them back at it and seeing them get more shows. But out of state, I really love the High Tone, like they mentioned in Memphis. That's probably my favorite. And then The End in Houston.
Yeah.
That's a really, really cool
That's a good
venue.
one.
The sound was really awesome there, and the crowd
Always
was
a
great.
plus.
Shout out that sound guy that night.
They can
Amazing
actually
strobe
understand
lights.
Ashton's vocals on that night.
Yeah.
No.
And, it's another place that I really enjoyed. The show wasn't our favorite per se, but the Haltom Theater is a really fucking cool venue, man. And I'm excited to go back and play a show there again.
Where's it at?
It's in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, it's a really cool little spot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he's pretty dope.
I thought it was in Houghton, Texas.
Well, Haltom City
Haltom
is North
City.
Fort Worth.
Oh, my bad.
Suburb.
Suburb,
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, 89th
I'm not
Street
from
is
here,
like
okay? I'm not from here.
it's like a rite of passage to play. Like
Yeah.
if you're a band in Oklahoma City, you gotta play 89th Street.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Yeah, we played it in a really shitty cover band when we were at ACM.
Nice.
We had a Christian hardcore band open up for us, and then we covered.
I was like, yeah. We
And
did
then
like
what-
Lydia by Highly Suspect. That was the only cover that stuck out to me. And we did a Chevelle song.
Yeah, we did a.
And we
Chevelle
did a
song.
Paramore song.
And we did a Paramore song.
We did the Paramore song from the Twilight soundtrack.
Yeah.
Decode or
No,
whatever.
no.
no,
It was the better one than that. It was Caught Myself.
God, myself.
Oh,
That's
dude.
a great song. That was actually a really good song.
bro.
And we did Everlong. Okay, this is all coming back now.
Wait, do you guys have a video of this? Because now
Hell
I'm
no,
intrigued.
dude. No.
I'm intrigued.
Can we just
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
can we just
as
talk about
well.
the baseball scene in Twilight real quick? That shit goes hard, bro.
I forgot that shit existed. I thought that was a fever dream. I thought I thought I saw that. I thought that was a scene in the parody movie. And then that's just how it stuck with me until I actually watched it.
Was it
This
like
an
werewolves
actual
versus
fucking
vampires
scene.
or whatever it
Like
is?
somebody was directing these people.
Yes, sir.
That shit was fire,
Just
bro.
imagine him in the chair.
A couple words seldom heard together.
Dude, the director's just in his chair, just like,
Yeah.
That's what I
let's do
want.
this.
Yeah, remember to follow through on your swing. Yeah, we gotta make this look as real as possible here. Like,
Honestly.
Jesus. Imagine being the boom operator, like just holding that fucking like this sucks,
Just
man.
sprinting.
Yeah, it's just like this fucking blows. Imagine doing the sound design.
That's
for
tough. That was a tough day at shooting, man. That was tough.
That's tough post production. Yeah.
But yeah, we played at 89. Yeah, and that was a cool show, man. As much as we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but it was a lot of fun. They always put on awesome shows.
89th, big shout out to them again. They gave us our start straight up, them and a band from here called Caustic. Our very first show in a venue was the Caustic Death album release show at 89th, and we got
awesome.
we had to play to a sold out crowd at our very first venue show, and
Wow, that's crazy.
we made a lot of impressions that night, which led to us getting booked, and our third show ever was opening for Silent Planet at 89th Street,
Wow.
and
Awesome.
thanks to those few first shows, I think that really gave us the confidence to follow the trajectory that we're on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy too because my first show, just over a year ago with them, was actually a Caustic show at this little
Manor.
house called Military Manor, and it was pretty much packed shoulder to shoulder the whole time, and in the garage it was pretty much shoulder to shoulder, like even down the driveway a little bit. It was
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
The house was full too, bro, and that's actually where our first show ever was, and there were maybe 20 people there the first time we played.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah, man.
full circle moment for sure.
That's
first,
awesome.
Yeah, my first show at 89th was Silent Planet before we went on the run.
We've played with them a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
What's
you guys have some really cool opportunities thrown your way, man.
Yeah, straight up, all thanks to 89th. The Sanctuary has given us some good opportunities, and so is Backroom. We just got a chance to play with a band that shall not be named because they weren't supposed to be there, but they did it anyway, And then our homies in Inside You.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Do you guys do the Shark Bite?
Right. We actually did a showcase with Shark Bite on the 1-year anniversary of our debut record.
Oh, sick.
So we played the album front to back.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For some reason, my Instagram algorithm likes to really feed me the Shark Bite.
Brady's
all
working
their
hard
stuff.
over there, man. He drums in a band called False Idol. They're really awesome too. They're
Oh,
like
very cool.
melodic hardcore punk,
Yeah.
Like really cool band.
Dope. Sick. Well, what's coming up for? I mean, I know you guys said you're going on the 9-day tour. This episode probably comes out here in a few weeks, something like that. So just keep that in mind. If you say, "Oh, we got a show next week," like we're in the future
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Pretend, but yeah. What's
Don't eat the green chicken.
yeah? What's
We only
guys
have
got
one
coming
show
up?
planned before the tour, and I don't think the venue's announced that we're playing
right on,
yet.
cool.
But
But you got the 2 singles out.
yeah, we just put out 2 songs. Y'all could probably expect some more new music whenever we're about to hit the road, right
Oh,
around
hell
the
yeah.
time we hit the road. So
And when is that tour again?
April 18th through April 27th, we will be out in Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Alabama.
Hell
And you guys
yeah,
like
man.
self-fund all this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, props to you guys, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, respect because it takes a lot of planning, a lot of commitment from
Shit is
everybody.
not easy.
Thank you so much. It's been a grind, and we're a unit. If one of us wasn't here, we couldn't do it. It's equal effort from all
Yeah,
parties
yeah.
for sure.
Well, and,
Especially Chumbo.
that,
Yeah,
I quit this band every day. Every time I see them, I'm like, I quit. Find a new drummer. I wish I was joking, but it ends up
they
being that.
bring me back.
well, and that show on April 18th is at 89th Street. So
Yeah.
come out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Damon, you got anything to add about what we got coming up?
Everybody find you on Tar Creek on all the socials, everything like that.
Tar
Yeah.
Creek, okay,
Okay.
everywhere.
Rebel everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
We don't have X
yeah, no
because That's stupid.
Fuck
Yeah.
Elon.
Because it
Not
is really
worth
fucking
it.
stupid.
That still doesn't register for me when people say
I
X.
would,
It-
if we ever started a Tar Creek X account or Twitter, whatever, I would just shit
Memes.
post. So I'm trying to talk them into.
Beam.
I'm trying to talk them
Exactly.
into letting me open one just so I could.
Tar Creek official OnlyFans. The Jumbo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pictures
Drumming
of
naked.
all
Yeah.
his tattoos,
Yeah.
especially Speedy.
Little bit of self plug, real quick. These 2 songs we just put out, and most of the music coming out in the foreseeable future, all handled in house. Our man Damon on bass mixed and mastered that shit, got it sounding fucking amazing.
Good for you, man.
We recorded
Hell
everything
yeah.
at my house, and yeah, we're just
Putting that education to work.
we're happy
Hell
to be
yeah, man.
we're happy to be a self-sufficient unit finally. Not to say that we're not looking for help, but we're doing things
Yeah.
the best we can right now.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Woody's. If you're a drummer and you need some sticks,
Yeah.
go to Woody's.
lasts
Elaborate,
forever.
elaborate, Walter. Let them know. Let them know.
I one day was just scrolling through Instagram. I saw this video. I thought it was fake because of the name Woody's. I was like, oh, it's a drumstick. Like, haha, I get it. And then I was like, oh, this is a real video. And I was like, he like changed the drumstick so it's like heavier on the front end, and he said they lasted longer. I didn't believe him. I'm like, okay, cool. Long story short, I got in contact, and he was like, hey man, like before we start talking to anything, like I want you to try out a pair. He sent me out 2 pairs, and these things have lasted me almost 3 months now, until
Wow.
just recently Ashton ended up breaking one of them.
I broke Walter's first
people.
Woody.
Yeah.
Oh
Of all
man.
people,
I didn't even get the
there's-
satisfactory. But
There's 2 drummers in the band, and the vocalist broke the drumstick.
Isn't that the way it always goes?
Yeah.
but no, in all seriousness.
Can I just get more of the vocalist up in the mix, please?
Yeah.
Says the vocalist only.
But no, like Steve from Woody's kills it. These drumsticks have really impressed me. And I'm not really someone who's like,
Hell
oh,
yeah,
go
man.
try these, but
Looking for that fucking sponsorship. I
Is
see you.
he local or is he
he
where's
is
out
based out of Ohio.
of? Nice.
And like we had a Zoom call and we just talked, and he was a really nice, just genuine guy, and he just wants to help other drummers and just make a good ass drumstick. And I kid you not, in 2 days I had my 2 pairs of Woodies. He put them in the mail, and I was like, cool.
Hell yeah,
That's
man.
cool shit,
That's
man.
badass.
Yeah.
Which we're still in touch, and we talk every now and then.
Little networking action.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you're a drummer and need some good, reliable sticks, hit up Steve from Woody's.
Steve from Woody's. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I can also say that like anytime I've went to play his drums, even now like at practices or whatever, I'll just go to do that. And even with the sticks, kind of like definitely showing their wear and tear, they still have amazing rebound and like still feel brand
Hell
new pretty
yeah.
much. So
If we don't get a fucking
Definitely-
sponsorship from
definitely
Woody's,
If
I'm
I,
gonna
find out that you guys are reading a script that he sent you guys, I'm gonna be really disappointed because this guy sounds awesome.
Nah, Steve rules, man. Steve's
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, badass. Okay, so we'll wrap it up. You can find Tar Creek everywhere. Tar Creek OK. Got 2 new singles out. Be going on tour soon. Shows coming up. Hell yeah, man. Future looking bright as fuck. Blinding as fuck.
Shout out Spark and Plug, man. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, this is Dylan signing off, and thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.